Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my highlighter collection. I just went through all of my highlighters probably about 2 months ago. I went through my entire collection and gave away like a huge box of stuff. Because I am blessed enough to receive PR for free to review or to do a video with, whatever it may be, I get a lot of products. So there's product coming in and out that I either need to get rid of, that I've had since the beginning of time, like the beginning of my collection, or products that I just got like last week. So I have a ton of highlighters. They are mixed from high-end all the way down to drugstore, all the way down to like 5 and below stuff. So like there's going to be something in my collection for everybody because I didn't always have high-end expensive makeup. You know what I mean? I'm still balling on a budget over here, you know? So I have a bunch of different varieties of highlighters. There are loose highlighters, there are pressed highlighters, and I think I might even have some cream highlighters. So there's just a bunch of different highlighters, and there are 62 of them. And that's just counting the palette, not the individual eyeshadows in those highlighters either. So there are 62 containers of highlighters right behind me on my vanity. I'm so excited to show you guys these. I did a eyeshadow palette collection video and that went over so well. So I figured I might as well show you guys my highlighters because who doesn't love eyeshadows and highlighters, you know? You know. So if that is something that you guys are interested in, then please keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe before you go. Join our fam. We're growing. We're getting bigger. Join our fam. Okay, so I have a couple of these these like acrylic cases I think I got these from Bed Bath & Beyond. They're just really slim. They fit into my Alex drawers. These aren't Alex drawers. My mom dresser drawer really well. So I have 2 of these and I just keep a bunch of my highlighters in here. These are majority of my Becca highlighters. These are more so like kind of high end besides like a couple of drugstore down here. So let me show you guys what they are. So I have 3 Makeup Geek highlighters. The first one is a Blaze, which looks like this. This highlighter would have been perfect for this makeup look because it's really warm, fiery. It's kind of like an orangish kind of shade. You can kind of see right here. Yeah, this would have been perfect for this eye look, but it's all at the back of my collection, so I never reach for these, and these aren't bad at all. They're actually really buttery and really great. This one's another one. This one's Ignite, and I used to use Ignite all the time, probably about 2 years ago, back when I was still living with my Nana. I love this highlighter. I was wearing it all the time. Like, I don't have any highlighters that I've actually hit pan on, thank the Lord, but there are some that I just use quite a bit. Firework is another one. This one's a little bit more rose gold than Ignite is, but it is still really pretty. See, that's a little more rose gold. And Ignite is a little bit more, none of these are like really golden, but Ignite is probably the most like bronzy golden out of all of them. So if I were to recommend one Makeup Geek highlighter that isn't in an eyeshadow, like in a palette, face palette, it would be Ignite. This is my favorite. But Glimmer out of the Makeup Geek, their face palette, I forget what it's called. It's, one second. So I didn't include this in my 62, but this is actually 63. This is a face palette from Makeup Geek, and it's their Flawlessly Ever After Ebony Empress face palette. And Glimmer in this palette, oh, this is my favorite highlighter. Like, this one and another one I'm going to show you guys are my 2 favorite highlighters. I absolutely love this highlighter. I'll probably end up wearing this on my wedding day. It's so pretty. Okay, so next 5 are my Becca highlighters. There's a ton of them. I rarely ever wear these, you guys. Like, ever. I just keep them as like a collector's item because they were so big, like they were so popular. The first one is Topaz, which you guys all know Topaz. This is like a dark skin woman of color staple, especially, excuse me, if you don't like how like over the top my highlighter is, this one, it gives a really nice bronzy glow to the skin. Medium to deeper skin tones can get away with using this. It's really pretty. And then we have Prosecco Pop, which is one that I would put like just a smidge on the top of my cheekbones, right over top of Topaz, because this is just way too light, but it is still pretty golden. Look at that. That's a really pretty like nose highlight right on the top of the cheekbones, right on the side of the eyebrow or underneath of the eyebrow type of highlighter. It gives a nice little pop. It looks really light in the pan, but actually it doesn't look too bad on the skin tone. It doesn't look too much different than what I got on now, but I actually need to use Prosecco Pop more often. This is one of the Jaclyn Hill collaborations. And then I have Champagne Pop, which is the original Jaclyn Hill collection or collaboration. This one I bought because it was a collaboration. And then I have the OG Opal, which got everybody and their mom on Becca Cosmetics. Everybody knows Opal. It's a really pretty rose gold highlighter. I think it's better for like medium to light skin tones, like honestly, but I think that if you're about my skin tone, you can probably get away with just over the top of another highlighter, but never alone. Personally, I kind of learned the hard way. Last but not least, we have the newest one, which is the Gold Lava. This one actually is really pretty. Like, this one's actually, like, really, really pretty. It's a little more chunky and glittery than the other highlighters, I will say, but it's a lot more gold than the other ones. So, it's even more gold than Topaz. Like, this is Topaz right underneath of that. So, Topaz, Gold Lava, and Prosecco Pop, those are the three. So Topaz is really pretty, but Gold Lava is one that I would use over the other two, honestly. They're probably the only two, like the only one I would use over the other two. Choosing wise, I mean. Next, I have MAC's Oh Darling Extra Dimension. This was so popular. I don't know why I bought it. I think I've used it once. And I know why I bought it, honestly. It's because it was such a big rave and everybody, like, was loving it. And I bought it and I was just like, yeah, Lon, doesn't really work for you, honey. Like, look at that. Look at that. Like, my sister's skin tones are like a caramel skin tone, lighter, like the light brights. That is, like, popping on them. Like, anybody that's, like, medium tan, like caramel kind of color, it would be popping on. But for me, I'm too goddamn dark for that. Like, and I'm not saying like dark skinned women can't wear this highlighter. I'm just saying, me personally, I've learned my lesson with wearing really light frosty highlighters, y'all, and it's just not where it's at. So I actually need to remove this out of this container and put it into my client container because I never use it. And honestly, why do we love MAC so much? Like, I understand that it's like semi-affordable, but the packaging is so freaking cheap. Like, MAC, like, when I hold on to Becca's, and given this is like $38, and this is probably like $28 to $30, when I touch this and I feel this, it's so heavy, luxurious, and then I touch this and it's plastic, and I'm like, MAC, you are a $1 billion company. You could do better than this. Grow up. Grow up. Next is an OG fave. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, you know this. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. They do have this in a single highlighter container. I still have it in this sculpting duo, so I haven't bought a regular, like a full pan. This is in the number 2, and this is my baby. I love this highlighter so much. When I want to look beaming and poppin', I throw this on and oh my god, I love it so much. I love it so much. Like, it's so pretty. And as you can see, it's a little more frosty along the lines of Oh Darling, but this one just, I don't know, it just does something to me. Like, it molds into my skin and it just makes me feel good. You know? Like, I don't know. This one does it for me. Don't at me. Next is ABH's Oh or So Hollywood Illuminator. I don't really use this one too much. This is another one that I should probably throw to the side because I just keep it as like a collector's item. As you can see, I barely even dent in the little like grooves of it. This reminds me a lot of the Amrezi highlighter, or Amrezi highlighter. Very similar, but I don't really get much use out of it. I honestly never really pick this highlighter up unless I'm like doing like a full face ABH or something like that. Oh my gosh, I have more highlighters in there, so I lied. I probably have like, I think I have like 66. I lied, but anyways, I rarely pick this up unless I'm doing like a full face ABH type of look, which doesn't really happen that often, but you know. The next two are the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighters. This one is in Topaz, Molten Topaz, and this is Molten Gold. Molten Gold, everybody and their mom has this highlighter. It's a drugstore, popular, drugstore famous highlighter. It's just amazing. Like, so what I like to do, because I feel like Molten Gold can get a little frosty on me, I like to apply Molten Topaz under it. So I'll put on Molten Topaz on the cheekbones, all of the areas where I'm going to highlight. And then I'll go in with molten gold, and I'll put that like right on the top of the cheekbone, the cupid's bow, the nose, the bridge of the nose, and also the sides of the forehead, all of that. But I use both of them usually consecutively, or I'll apply this over the top of another deeper highlighter. That's what I like to do when I have like a really frosty highlighter that I don't think I can get away with using on its own, but I already have it in my collection because I watched someone's video and they said it was great, and I bought it because they said it was great, and I wanted to try it because everyone's saying it's great. You know what I mean? You get what I mean? So that's usually what I'll do, is I'll just layer that frosty champagne bright highlighter on top of another like deeper bronzier shade. Yeah. Lastly is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This is the one that everybody on YouTube, from white to black, was raving about. And honestly, this one's another frosty guy, but it's Gilded Honey. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't not have this in your collection. It's so pretty, and once again, layered appropriately will look really good on any skin tone. Like, I can even just pop this on my nose if I want to, on the top of the cheekbones, the apples of the cheek, anything like that, and it'll look great. Personally, my personal opinion. Okay, you guys, so now I have the highlighters that kind of sit towards the front of my collection. They don't go in any specific containers or anything like that, which I might end up switching out because some of the products that are in the containers I don't use. So I might just end up condensing down my drawers because it's unnecessary. But the highlighter that I actually have on right now is this ColourPop highlighter. And I don't know the name of this highlighter because it's not on the back, but it's beautiful. Like, love it. Actually, I'm going to apply more. So I'm probably going to have to end up putting this in the comment section or in the description box because it's not on the back of the highlighter, which is so lame. Like, it just says ColourPop Pressed Powder Cheek Highlighter, and it doesn't really say a name, but it's so gorgeous. I'm going to put some on the top of my cheekbones so that way when I look forward, you can kind of see, but it's so pretty. Like, I could just, this is another, like, frosty highlighter, but, like, who cares, you know? Like, it just makes me look so good. I don't know the name, but it's really buttery. Like, really buttery. It feels good, especially for, like, an $8 highlighter, I think it was. It just looks so good on my skin tone. It's one of those highlighters where it's like, she has on highlight. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, like, subtle. It's not for the faint of heart. It's beautiful. That's all I can say. Next, I have the Resi highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Once again, as I mentioned, this is a frosty highlighter. And why did I buy this? Because it's a collector's item, of course. And they were talking about how great the formula was and how it was different from any other highlighter. Haven't really got to experience that because I personally don't really use it. But when I use it on clients, it is a beautiful highlighter, especially my caramel, light skin, light bright clients. I love to use this on. It just looks so good, and it's a beaming highlight. It's one of those highlighters where it's like, wow, what highlighter are you wearing? You know what I mean? So next, I have 3 Dose of Colors highlighters from the Desi Katie collection. Absolutely love Dose of Colors highlighters. Like, Dose of Colors highlighters are so great. I actually have more in that one over in that box right back there. But the first one is Maiden. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know Maiden is my girl. This is that girl. It's very similar to the one that I have on my cheeks from ColourPop. Very, very, very similar to it. This is so buttery and just beautiful, and it's just so good. But you know what I like to do? So Maiden is actually a little light. It actually looks very similar to this. So something that is pretty beaming, pretty light, but it has like a nice warm undertone. I like to apply Chasing the Sun over the, like, underneath of it. So Chasing the Sun. Okay, let me swatch Maiden for you. So Maiden is right here. That's Maiden. Really, really, really pretty. And then I'm going to swatch Chasing the Sun as well. Chasing the Sun is definitely a lot more warm. Like she said, like that golden hour when you're outside and you want to catch that sun. Love, 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 love catching the sun as well. It's really, really, really great. And then they have Fuego, which Fuego also is pretty warm, but it's a lot warmer for like lighter skin tones. So Fuego is the lightest of the 3. Chasing the Sun is probably one that deeper, darker skin tones would like to buy if they're going to buy a highlighter, but Miname is one that I would not pass up. Like, I would not. Like, it's just great, and this is probably my most used highlighter. If you guys can kind of see the little, can you see the dent in it? It's kind of like right in here. It gets used. It's beautiful. Love it. I can't stress it enough. By Miname. You won't regret it. Then I have 2 more from Dose of Colors. This is another collection. This is the I Love Sarahi collection. This is Bathe, which is a really pretty rose gold highlighter. I don't really use it too much. I don't really get down with rose gold on the cheeks. And this is Soulmate, which Soulmate is similar to Fuego from the Desi Katie. Actually, it's closer to Miname, actually. Yeah, it's actually pretty similar to Miname, but I don't know why I don't get down with Soulmate like this. I don't get down with Soulmate, but it's actually similar to Miname. But pretty. If you're medium skin tone, probably would go with Soulmate over Bathe. I don't really get down with Bathe. Once again, I'm not a rose gold type of highlighter girl. Then I have 2 drugstore highlighters. These are both from L'Oreal. These are their crushed foil metallic highlighters. When I first got these, I was obsessed with these. Love them. This one is my favorite. This is the Gilded Gold one. And what these are like a foiled highlighter, like a foiled eyeshadow, but they're in highlighter form, so they give you that wet look. It also has really tiny chunks of sparkle glitter in it, so when you apply it onto your cheek, you can kind of see a little bit of that. This is it swatched. It's actually very foiled. Like, that's it swatched. It's really pretty. I'm not sure if these are in stores. Like, ever since I stopped working at Walgreens, I stopped knowing because I literally don't leave my house, like, unless I'm with Jack. So, like, I never, ever know. But this one is definitely pretty. It's a good one. If you have Molten Gold from Maybelline, you should pick up that one from L'Oreal. It's about the same. They're honestly about the same. I would say that the L'Oreal one is probably a little warmer than Molten Gold from Maybelline, but they're about the same. This is Rose Quartz. It's the same consistency, same formula, just in a rosier tone. So if you like rose gold highlighters, this is going to be your girl. Especially if you're banging on a bow. And then I have Wet n Wild highlighters. These are their Mega Glow highlighters. Do y'all remember when this was the shit? Like, this was on everybody's favorite videos, everybody's makeup tutorials. Like, these were those girls. This is Precious Petals, which is the more champagne tone, and then Crown of My Canopy, which has a chunk from my highlighter, or from my finger in it. Both of these are the highlighters. So I would actually put Crown of My Canopy on first, and then I would go in with Precious Petals over the top, just to kind of layer them, so to speak, because Precious Petals is way too light than this one, so I would kind of work with both of them. And at Walgreens, you can get them buy one, get one half off, so that's when I bought both of these because, you know, balling on a budget. So now we're going to move into a little bit more luxurious. This is the Bobbi Brown Shimmering Brick and Bronze Glow. Who remembers this one? Who remembers this one? If you guys have been watching me for at least the last 3 years, y'all remember this one. I remember buying this one. Who did I see use this highlighter? I think it was Amanda Ensing. I saw use this highlighter and I was like, yes, please. Like, even though she's white, I'm like, I gotta go buy it. This one is my favorite. And it's not like a super buttery highlighter or anything like that. It's just so pretty on the skin. Like, it is just, I don't know, it just does something to me. I'm actually gonna put some on my cheek. Yeah. Yeah, like, see? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. It just, now I'm getting carried away. Now I'm just getting carried away because look, it just added like so much more shine and metallic to my. It's so good. I love this highlighter so much. But Bobbi Brown is so expensive. It's so expensive. I'm not even going to front. Like, I think this highlighter is anywhere between $38 to $40 something. $45 maybe? I don't know, but it's expensive. It's expensive. It's expensive. Then I have the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. I need to do like an eye look with this. Oh, it actually kind of goes with what I have on my eye right now. It's pretty. But I don't ever wear it. I would never wear this on my cheek. Why I bought this? Because it was Fenty and I wanted to review it, but I would never wear this on my cheek. If I did, I would just put like a tiny little bit, but I wouldn't go overboard because I don't like orange stuff on my cheeks. Or green. Or gold. Like that. No. Finally, from my luxurious little stash is the Lancome highlighter. This is the dual finish highlighter, and this is one that I love on deeper skin tones. Like, I just did this girl's makeup, and she is like probably like 3 shades darker than me, maybe 4. She's D80 and D90 from the CoverGirl foundation, so she's pretty deep. And I use this one on her, and it looks so good. I don't have to combine any other highlighters. This one's so pretty. Okay, let me put this down here. Like, it is just such a pretty bronzy highlighter. Like, it just looks so delish and so beautiful. Like, I even like to use this on my own cheeks when I want to go in and kind of like warm up the skin a little bit and not apply too much of a frosty highlight. I'll go in with this one. Natural, kind of no makeup type of look. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so I have a few more single highlighters, and then I'm going to get into my highlighter palettes, and then I'm going to get into my loose highlighters, which are the last ones that I have. So we are almost done. Keeping on the train of my high-end highlighters, this is the Laura Mercier Face Illuminator in Seduction. I saw this on YouTube like a year or 2 ago, and it's probably one of the most trash highlighters I've ever used. And I hate saying that because I don't like to talk bad about brands. But, okay, I won't say trash, I'll say most disliked, because I really like beaming highlights. Like, I like for it to look like I'm highlighting. And when I bought this one, I thought it was going to be great because it's Laura Mercier, and pretty much everything she puts out is pretty darn good. This one is very, very, very lackluster. It's like, it's for a woman that does not want to look like she has on highlighter, but wants to have a glow. So if you are a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, and you can't go to work looking like this bronze, or just the face illuminators from Laura Mercier are going to be really great for you. There's 3 shades as far as I remember. This one is Seduction, so it's the deepest one, and it's a little more bronzy. So if you're my skin tone, if you're darker, if you're a little bit lighter, you'll be able to get away with using this. So what I would do is do my face as normal, probably like powder foundation, a little bit of concealer, powder that, and then maybe a little bit of brows and some gloss. You can throw this onto your cheekbone just for a little bit of glow. So that way, you know, when the light touches you or someone's like, oh my gosh, you're glowing, or are you so happy? Whatever it may be, it'll give you that kind of inner glow look. But for me, it just sits in the back of my collection. I don't use it, like, at all. Ever. The next one is a Bobbi Brown Shimmering Brick in Bronze. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever used this one either. Like, oh, I think maybe I used it once. It's pretty. It has a bunch of different tones in it. It has a copper. It has a couple rose gold. It has a deeper bronzer shade and a light shade. But I don't really use it too much. It also sits in the back of my collection. Like this one too. This is the Shimmering Brick in Pink Glow. It's too light for me. It's really, 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 really rose gold, and it's actually pretty like the same kind of muted. Then I have a few dose of colors. This one is Melonade. It's pink. This ain't for me at all. Like, it's pink. So that's that one. This is Royal Hotness. I like to use this one as well on my deeper skin tones. So pretty. I haven't ever used this on my own because I think it's a little too bronzy for me, but look at that. On a deeper skin tone, it's just gonna eat it up. It looks so good. This is a great one. If you're like a D80, D90, D70 from CoverGirl, this is your girl. This is pretty. It's so pretty. And my, oh, I actually have two more single ones. This is a Tarte, this is a blush and highlighter. This is Peachy Glow. Oh, I love Tarte stuff. Smells like cake. This one is a highlighter and blush duo. Use this for my clients. And then this one is the Mary Luminizer. I actually don't know what the other ones went. I might have given those away. But Mary Luminizer I like to keep for my Caucasian clients because they're a little lighter. So this one, it gets lots of use. I've had this for quite some time. So I love this one. And then lastly, my final most expensive highlighter I own is the Marc Jacobs highlighter. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable highlighter, and it is expensive. It was $54. My brother actually bought this for me. So one day he wanted to go up to Orland, and Orland is like 45 minutes, 50 minutes away from where we live. And my siblings and my friends know that to get me out of the house, they have to bribe me. So either food or, you know, buying me something, you know, because I'm a homebody. I like to stay at home. So he's like, I'll get you something, or I'll get you something. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I decided that I wanted the Marc Jacobs highlighter because I really wanted it, but I didn't want to purchase it myself. You know, if it's $50, like, hello. No. But this is the Omega Glaze, and this is my absolute favorite highlighter. I think I'm probably going to wear this on my wedding day. I'll probably wear this with Midame over the top. Yeah. I really like the Makeup Geek Glimmer, but this one is so much more golden. Like, this is like a golden kiss on the cheeks. Like, this is the goldest highlighter I own. Like, this is true gold. It's pretty. And it's even prettier on the cheeks. You apply this on the cheeks, and then you apply a little bit of Midame over the top, and it just gives you the most beautiful highlighter. It's so pretty. This is one highlighter I would say to splurge. If you got your income taxes or you got some money from Christmas to Sephora or whatever it may be, I would say if I had to pick one highlighter for you to splurge on, it would be this one and this one only if you're my skin tone. If you're in a little bit darker, I feel like if you're more light skin, white, won't be for you. If you're light skin or white, I would pick, probably the one highlighter I would probably pick is Midame or Resi highlighter. One of those two are probably the best for that category. But if you're my skin tone or deeper, go with this one, in my humble opinion. So next I'm going to get into a couple of highlighter palettes. Not a couple, probably like 10. The first one is this Cover FX highlighter. This is the Gold Bar highlighting palette. I have never ever used this. I got this in PR. I looked at it and I was like, that's too light for me, and I put it in the back of my collection. This is not something that I could wear. It's not something that I've ever touched. I've literally never even swatched it. Like, I could literally like give this away to someone and it has never been touched. But it's really pretty, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm not going to swatch it for this video because I might give it away, but that's that one. Next, I have the ABH highlighter palettes. This is the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and it is my dream. If I could have a collaboration with ABH, I would literally die. Like, what do I need to do? I probably need to sell my soul to the Illuminati, probably. But this is such a good and big ordeal. This one is definitely rose gold friendly. It's very rose gold, and it's not one that I pick up too much anymore. I did do like a highlighting swatch video. I was so excited when I saw this palette come out because Nicole Guerrero has been in the game forever. She's an OG YouTuber, but it's not one for me, and a lot of lighter skin tones really love this highlighter. A little too rosy for me, not enough golden, but still pretty. I still have it because I'm proud of her. This is the Sun Dip Glow Kit. This is my favorite glow kit out of them all. I only own 3 glow kits because, as you can see, I have a lot of highlighters. But this one is so pretty. Bronze is my favorite. Tourmaline is also really pretty, and so is Moonstone, and then you have Summer. These are ones that you can pop out of the palette, so if you're going to take like a Z palette and you want to take a couple of highlighters, you can pop these out of the palette and take them with you on a trip if you don't want to take the entire thing. Really convenient. I think that's a smart thing. Or you can switch them out between the palettes, and this one is that Glow Kit. This was the first Glow Kit that they came out with, and this one is nice, but I feel like the quality wasn't as great as it was in the Sun Dip Glow Kit. and also the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I think both of those had a lot more, lot better quality. But Golden Bronze and Dripping in Gold, those were my girls. I mixed those two, so I applied Golden Bronze first and then Dripping in Gold second. So next I have a City Color highlighting trio that you can get at like $5 and below. This one, I had another one that was deeper and darker, and I actually really loved it. There was a lot of highlighters that I really loved, but it got to the point where I needed to give them away. So this one's like a really good one, but I use this for lighter skin tones. It's really affordable as well. And then I have the Pixie Glow highlighters I just got. These are like highlighter and blushes. I just received these, so I haven't really gotten a chance to try them out and touch them. This one's a little bit more lighter. This one's a little more pink, but it's pretty much like a blush with a glow. So I don't really know how I'm gonna like these. Not too sure, but that's that. And then I have this Bobbi Brown highlighter, like duo. This packaging is so innovative. It's so pretty. This is the highlighter, the Highlighting and Glow powder duo in Bare Glow and Opal Glow, which looks like this. I've actually only swatched these once, but I've never like actually worn them because they're too light. This is like a rose gold, and this is like a champagne, and it's more so geared towards white women, lighter women, not black women, not black girl friendly. That's all. Then I have the Morphe High Impact Highlighting Palette, which I've used in a couple of videos. This one I think is really fun if like you like to wear like different kind of highlighters. So there's a purple down here, there's a pink, there's a pinkish kind of champagne, there's a peachy. There's like a bunch of different highlighters that I feel like could be really fun for creating like fun looks or even everyday highlighting looks with this one. And then I have the Morphe and Bretman Rock Babe in Paradise highlighting palette, which I think it's so awesome that he geared this towards all skin tones. So there's a really nice deep one for deep skin tones. There's one, a golden one for like brown skin, and then you get like your lighter, frostier champagne, and like a really frosty light one for lighter skin tone, and then a rose gold. So I think this one was really, really well put together with different skin tones, which I really appreciate when well, I guess he is still a person of color. I just ripped my hair out. Okay. But I think it's really cool when non-black people come out with highlighters for everybody. I think that's really cool. The next is the Stan Marcel Luxurious Highlight Palette, which is really, really, really nice. I like this palette a lot. Like when I first got it, I was like, this is really pretty. Tress Chic was like my jam for a while. Like it is so, so, so pretty. And then there's a bunch of different highlighters that I like to use when I have lighter skin tones because it has lighter highlighters. So for me, a highlighter palette goes a lot longer for me. Not goes a lot longer, but gets pulled out a lot quicker than a regular like single highlighter because there's different shades. So if I put on one that's a little too light, I can put on something that's a little darker. If I put on something a little too dark, I put on something a little lighter, vice versa, or just kind of compare with the highlighter right there what looks best. So I love me a good highlighting palette. Thank you, brands, for sending them to me. So the next is this BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette. This is a 6-color one, and it's BH Cosmetics, so it's kind of like really cheaply made and really affordable. So this one comes in just regular like cardboard packaging, nothing too spectacular. It does come with a mirror, however, which is really great. But once again, different skin tones, different tones. There's not really one for deeper, darker skin tones, so not even for me. Like, there's not one. There is Radiance here, but like, probably would never use it. Just saying. This is a pure Bronze and Brighten highlighting palette, which I really like this light one for my white skin tones and this deeper one for my deeper, darker skin tones. Like, I really, really, really think this one's really, really pretty on deeper, darker skin tones. So I keep this one around. I got this one for my BoxyCharm box, which if you guys still haven't subscribed to BoxyCharm, what are you doing? Come on. You're asleep. You get really good products, every single month from BoxyCharm for like 15 to 20 bucks a month. It's great. Last but not least from the highlighting palette is this is the Alexa Prosecco Cosmetics Brighten Me Baby highlighting palette. Once again, it is cardboard and it does have a mirror in it. This one, these are really buttery. Like, These are, okay. These are really, really, really buttery. This one, Bronze Goddess, is the one that I reach for the most when I'm doing a highlight for lighter skin tone or deeper skin tone. If I don't pick up the Lancome Dual Finish Highlighter, I will pick up this one because this one gives you that beaming highlight. Like, it looks really, really, really good on the skin tone. Really pretty. Really love this. This is great. Really great. Okay, so loose and cream highlighters are probably my least favorite highlighters. Like, I don't really get down with them too much. But if I had to pick one, it's this little baby right here. This is the Stardust Illuminating Powder from Worthy, which she's an Instagram makeup artist, and her Insta tutorials are so good. Like, so good. This is the Stardust in Midas. I wanted so many of them, but the Midas was the only one in stock, and it is so pretty. I do not get down with loose highlighters. Like, let me reiterate that for you. But this one is so pretty. So this is what it looks like. And it's so popping on the skin tone. There was a moment in time where I would only wear this highlighter. Like, it's so pretty. It's more of like a bronzy kind of highlighter, but it still has that pop to it to where it pops on the skin tone. You need to order this one. It's great. Next, I have two of the Shayla ColourPop highlighters. This is Boomin', which is the lighter one, and this is Pose or Pose, who knows. But these are the two highlighters. Boomin' is a little more like golden champagne, and Pose is actually a little more close to Midas. So those are those two. And then I have a bunch of the Artist Couture highlighting powders when they were the loose powders. When it was like maybe like 3 years ago, he had like a bundle where you can get like these miniature sizes of each highlighter. So everyone was raving about them, so I really, really, really wanted them. So I ended up buying that bundle, and now I'm only left with like 3 because I gave away majority of them. This one is Sugar Daddy, which is a little more like rose gold. This is Conceited, which is like a champagne, and then you have Illuminati, which is like a really light champagne. And then I have LeBron, which is the Jackie Aina collection. I didn't get the last one because I had no money, so I didn't get that one. And this one is Conceited in the big formula. Actually, I can give that one away. Well, it'll stay over there. But these are the 4 that I own from Artist Couture. And they are really beaming and really popping, but I really, really, really want to try his newest ones. Like, I think those are just going to be, like, so amazing. So amazing. So this is kind of like, this is the ColourPop Super Shock highlighter. It's kind of like in between cream and powder. It's Wisp, the shade Wisp, but it's like a moussey kind of texture, but it's so pretty. This one I used to use all the time. All the time. As you can see, I like frosty highlights. Like, it's really hard, like, being black and finding a highlighter that you really, really, really like and that isn't going to be really frosty on you. But it's not frosty enough to where it won't look bad. You know? It's really hard. Next, I have this Benefit What's Up highlighter. I have never used this one either. I did have it when I had a smaller like sample size when it was really, really popular on YouTube, like really popular. I did have a sample size of it, but I've never used this one because I don't really like it. And then moving on to the creams, I have this Glow Creator from Dermablend, which is a really nice gold one. It's in the shade Gold. And then I have the Cover FX Custom Glittering Drops, which is as pretty, but it's glittery. It's not glittery like glittery chunky, but it's glittery like it looks glittery on the cheek. So something like New Year's Eve, a birthday, like a different, like if you're doing like an out of the box type of look, this would be great highlighters for it. But it's pretty, but this is in the shade Nova. And I got it out of a BoxyCharm box. It's pretty, but it's not something that I just like grab out of my container every day. And finally, I have the all of the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Glow highlighters. These are great for like underneath a foundation. I don't use these at all, so I need to either get rid of them or give them away. But I don't really like cream highlighters. Have I said that already? But it's definitely, there's like, what, 6 of them? It's definitely a highlighter if you just want like a little bit of glow. Just kind of take it, and it's literally like a cream, like a pasty kind of formula. And you can just tap it on the skin or smooth it on the skin. This is the shade number 6. So they come numbered 1 through 6. And this one's the most golden. There's a couple rose golds, a couple of white golds. Like there's 2 rose gold. There's a white with gold undertones, and there's a white with rose gold undertones. And then there is a coppery kind of shade. Alright, you guys, so that wraps up my highlighter collection. I don't even remember how many I have. Like, I think I have like anywhere between 60 to 75 highlighters. I'm not sure. If I'm counting individual highlighters in a pan, even in the palettes, there's a ton, which I think I am going to end up counting them. So there's probably close to 80 highlighters in my collection, which is like, wow. Like, wow. It's really exciting because highlighters is definitely my favorite part of makeup. I think it makes your face go from flat to like extra dimensional, like not extra dimensional, but like more dimensional. I feel like a highlighter just really makes the look. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a long video. My mouth is so dry. I'm like, I need some water. But yeah. If you want to see this makeup tutorial, it would be on my channel on Monday because I'm probably going to put this video up on Friday. So that way I'm keeping you guys teased. But it is a part of the Juvia's Place palette series, so you guys will know that. But yeah. The lashes are More Lashes in the shade Soul Snatcher. I will have linked down below. The lip is Dose of Colors I Love Sarahi Fresca. I will also have this link down below if it's still available. And then the eyes is the Juvia's Place Saharan palette, the first one. So you guys will see a tutorial on all of this on Monday. But I wanted to let you guys know just in case you guys were wondering, because I'm sure I'll get some comments. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know how many highlighters are in your collection. And if you stayed till the end of this video, #GlowBaby.